Good morning. It is 6:47 and it is Wednesday. This is my official day. I want to say this is my official day for the US Open, and I am prepping my food. And yeah, I'm tired. But the show must go on. Because we got to get this coin. You hear me? Oh my goodness. So, yeah. So today, I was talking to my boss, and the thing about my boss is that he has been in I've been in his space, he's been in my space for a while. Like, his restaurant was the first restaurant that I ate at. That when I became vegan. And so, hold on. Okay. And so, I got some new yogurt, and I'm trying to, make sure. Okay. Got my dates. That's a non-negotiable. I gotta pick up me some more dates. Because these right here, fire. But anywho, so he was talking about, what is successful to him. Like, success to him is, as long as his family's good, he's good. He's not really wanting to be a multi-millionaire. As long as his needs are met, he's good. And I got to thinking about, what exactly success means to me. Because, everyone sees success differently. Some people think that success is because everybody know your name. Or success is where you can rock all the designer stuff and all that other business. But to me, success for me means that I don't have to, I want the option to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, I'm going to the US Open. I've been going for 8 years, and I don't mind it. Because, all my friends are all the people that we sort of, we become family. And, once a year we get to see each other. It's like a family reunion. But at the same time, there's a difference between working the US Open and being at the US Open. You know what I'm saying? And I've always wanted to be able to have options to do. You know what I'm saying? That has always been my thing. Like, I want to be comfortable enough because, like, my grandparents, rest their souls, they worked until they couldn't work anymore. And I always said that was not going to be my story. Like, I don't want to be where, I've worked and never been able to enjoy life. It's just something about that, just, and even with my granny, she was 100 and something. She would have still, if she hadn't got sick, she would have still been trying to clean somebody's house, still been trying to, because finances. You know what I'm saying? And, I also want to exist in this world as my authentic self. You know what I'm saying? And, it's tiring. But you keep going because you never know when something is going to pop. And yes, I have success. Yes, I'm starting to be asked to go different places and, be a part of different things. But, I'm not saying I don't want to go to work. I won't say that because I'll always work. That's one thing that I will always do is work. But at the same time, I would love the option to be like, oh, I'm going to this place for this amount of time and not be worried about if I'm going to, you know, be missing out on some money or something like that. Like when you wait tables, you get the money when you're in the building. You don't get money, if you're not there, you know? And I want to know what comfortable living looks like. Like I see the different people, they have they have income where, oh, we're going to Martha's Vineyard because of they have money to be in spaces that can get them opportunities to where they may not have to work as hard. That's why a lot of us see, the content creators and the ones who have been in the game, anywhere from 5, 6, 7, 10 years, they're now reaping the benefits where they're working with major brands. And one post from them is 6 figures. 6 figures, that's someone's salary, someone's annual salary. And they're able to level up, take care of their family, become people that, they may have went to school for, but, they decided content create, and content create gave them a different life, and I think about that. I think about that a lot because who doesn't want to have a good life? Who doesn't want to have one? So the steps that I'm taking to be, I have this thing where I always put myself on a challenge, and I'm on my challenge now where I'm, as you see, I've been consistently posting more on YouTube because the conversation has been that long form is coming back and people are looking for, things to watch. Nobody wants short form anymore. They want long form, something that they can connect with, people that they can connect with. And it's going to be a $500 billion industry over the next couple of years. This content creation industry has birthed founders, have birthed multimillionaires who have changed the trajectory of their family, And I've always wanted to be an asset, but you can't be an asset without capital. That's the one thing that they don't tell you about. You can't be a mover or shaker without capital because you're always an asset. But anywho, I'm taking the steps to do this because we have 4 more months till 2026, y'all. 4 more months. 4 more months. So I made me a list for me to look at. And these are the things that I want to have accomplished by the end of the year. I'm on my weight loss goal. So I have been intentionally eating anti-inflammatory meals because I want to look good. I want to look and feel as good as I do on the inside. And I'm not saying I look bad, but everyone can improve. So I'm working out, and when this is over, I'll be starting hot yoga. So the next 4 months is dedicated to working out and getting in shape. That's a non-negotiable. That's what it is. I've been going to the gym and intentionally eating now for the last couple of weeks, and I can tell the difference in my energy and things of that nature. I want to be monetized in my content creation. I've been creating content for, I want to say over 5 years, but really haven't taken it serious for over the last, I want to say year. I take it serious where I want to say a couple months because I really, let me take that back. I've been taking it serious ever since one of my friends have gotten monetized and started, getting paid for her content. I'm going to invest. That's why I'm working right now. I want to invest in stocks and things of that nature and have my money work for me. I'll be creating my own series, Beyond the Plate, because I want to have my own vegan traveling show. That's what I want to have. I want to be able to show people how dope it is over here on the green side, beauty, fashion, food, lifestyle, all of that, because people just don't know how lit it is over here. And I'll be looking for more job opportunities, freelance, and I need to take myself a little bit more seriously. Because truth be told, I haven't really been pitching myself like that to be on air. And this year I'll be going to Toronto to help moderate some panels at the International Vegan Film Festival. So I'm super geeked about that. And I'm going to be more social because I'm ready to meet more people. I'm ready to do more things. And I want to potentially find my forever partner because I never really had a serious relationship. And when I say serious, something that was mutual beneficial, something that made me grow as a woman. And, you know, with all this love and all these different people experiencing what it looks like when you have a partner who really, you know, likes you, I want some of that. I do. I want some of that. And yeah, I want to start dating next year. I do. And I want to date with intention. And I want to date to find my person who I'm supposed to be with. And, you know, I don't want no bum. I don't want no bum. I don't want no bum, y'all. So because I don't want no bum, I can't be a bum. And not that I am a bum, but there are certain things that I need to work on in order for me to have the success rate that I want. And I just imagine what my partner might want. And those are the things that I'm working on. Like, I want someone who cares about their health. I want someone who cares about their physical being. I want someone who's adventurous. I want someone who's romantic. I want someone who is beautiful on the inside and out, because I love eye candy, but not eye candy enough where I got to sleep with one eye open because Shirley's calling my phone. You know what I'm saying? I want to find cute. That's what I call them, a find cute. I want to find cute. Also, yeah, and I just want to, moving forward, I want to experience life. I haven't been going on trips. I haven't been doing anything. And that's because I have not been moving with intent. And I can sit here and talk to you all day, but I got to skedaddle. So let me get this. I don't have to go to the U.S. Open until later. So I need to make me something to eat. First things first, I'm going to make this. I want to make this tofu, crispy tofu salad. But I don't know if I should do that or I don't know. There's so many good salads.
For a healthy carb source, cilantro and chopped peanuts. Add that crispy golden tofu on top. If you guys have not seen any of my other videos,
I've saved like so many salads that I want to try, but I don't want to.
If there's one recipe you need to make, let it be
glass noodles. I got soba noodles. You know what? I got my poke that I haven't even done. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do is my poke. Alright, so I need to go and get me avocado. That's what I need to get. I need to go get me avocado. I got my poke. Yeah, I forgot I had poke. Wow, just wasting food. Wasting food. And then a fruit smoothie. Yeah, I'm just eating anything for me. Wasted food. I gotta get these. Yeah, I went downstairs. Yeah. I'm gonna get my stuff. this. I gotta be up and out by 1 something. So I need to be making something quick. I definitely need to make something quick. Yes, we have this super coming up here, and he's wanting to check for gas. So yeah, so let me start packing up my stuff. It's been going good. I feel lighter. I feel lighter. I feel less like bloated. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? It's my coconut water and watermelon juice for hydration. Because we're going to be out here late at night, and I don't like that. I don't like that. But that's what I got to do. I got watermelon. Taking this with me. I need to hurry up and heat it up. You know what? I'm gonna do, since I got my feta, I'm gonna do a poke cucumber salad. That's what I need to do. Okay, let me get focused because I'm all over the place. First things first. Yes, ma'am. So the U.S. Open has been going good. U.S. Open has been going good. Today is Friday. Last night was kind of slow. It wasn't jumping like normal, but I think this weekend is gonna be more popping because it is Labor Day weekend, and I forgot all about it being Labor Day weekend. But yeah, so I had, let me keep this thing ready. I'm just talking. So the other day, one of the guys was at the U.S. Open, and you know, a lot of the people who work at U.S. Open, they do a lot of different types of jobs, and you know, they're part of all these different event companies. So whenever an event is going on, they go all over, they travel and stuff like that. And so I was like, oh, I want to, see if I could, there's a golfing event coming up. And I was so hyped. I reached out to the lady and everything. And then something came over me and was like, Angela, why do you keep chasing these hospitality jobs? And the effort that you put in doing that, you really need to lock in. You need to really buckle your belt, as in be on a super tight budget and get your stuff jumping. So this time next year, you ain't got to do nothing that you don't want to do. At least by my birthday, I want to be able to be like, oh, yeah, I've been working this hard, sustaining me. This is what it is. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to really lock in. And I keep saying it because it's more so me taking responsibility and talking to myself about how, up until this point, it looked like, you playing the game, but you've been fumbling. Like you ain't been serious about it. Because like for one, I've been comfortable in a lot of different things, and I know that. But the way that I spoke about it, earlier, probably early part of this video, that I made a pact with myself, and I'm just, I feel like if I would have broke my neck to be there, because I would have to be there at 6 a.m. in Long Island. That means I would have had to leave my house no later than 3:30 a.m. in the morning to get over there, to stand on my feet for 12 hours and do the same thing the next day for the next week. Then I started to think about, okay, say you do decide to do that, Angela. Say you do decide to do that. What will suffer? Like what would suffer with you deciding that you were going to do that? What would suffer? And I thought about it, and I was like, a lot of things would suffer, like my workout regimen, and I thought I would be able to go to the gym and do a lot of different things, but I wasn't able to. But I've been walking over, 15,000 steps every day. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing that. So it's not like I'm not, and then on top of that, I'm not eating a whole bunch of mess. So I'm really, making sure that my diet is clean, while I'm doing this, because you can't outdo a bad diet. People say that all the time, but you can't. You cannot. Let me show you what I'm making. So the super's supposed to have been here at 11 o'clock, but I ain't gonna worry about it. The front part of my house is clean. You just need to check the gas. So I made this crunch salad. I put cucumbers, tomatoes, bean sprouts, kale, seaweed, feta, and I'm gonna top it off with watermelon. A watermelon. Okay, let me show you because it's so easy to make. Ooh. Woo! It's so good. It's so good. And what I'm gonna do with the rest of the salad is I'm gonna probably put it in some wraps for the rest of the week. Wrapping it up because we on a mission and we ain't playing no games. You hear me? We on a mission and we ain't playing no games. So I'm about to finish this, pack up my lunch, and then we gonna hit it. We gonna hit it. You hear me? I'm mad at, you know what? I'm probably grab me. I probably can get some avocado out of the kitchen at work. Cause I ain't playing with y'all. All right, so let's get this done. And I'm really super excited for me locking in, to be honest. I really am, because I just feel really good that I have been eating like I'm supposed to. We got one more week at the US Open. And next week I'll probably do some other types of salads, because I'm obsessed with salads for some reason now. Because I've been seeing a lot of nice looking salads on TikTok and things of that nature. And I'm gonna miss TikTok. Because they said in September it's gonna be over with. They said they is not playing with us knowing more than what we should know. But yeah, so I'm gonna still be continuing the journey, but yeah, we locking in content, all of that. So yeah, I'm about to get this done. He was supposed to be here. I gotta clean up my kitchen, and yeah, we gotta hurry up because I think the last training was at 1:40, and I'm not trying to get on the 7. Now I'm spoiled with the LIR. I'm not here for it. He finally came, Chad. He finally came. Put in a gas, something that lets you know if you have a gas leak. So that's what happened. I'm about to eat a quick breakfast because since since I'm rolling in there at 3 o'clock, I need to go ahead and have my breakfast. Putting a little chia seed pudding, flaxseed, bananas, and a little bit of granola. I'm also going to take me a protein shake to work because we are not playing these games. We're not playing these games. I don't want no kind of snack, no kind of nothing. And I'm so happy because I have not spent no money there. I have not spent no money. You hear me? No money. So, bananas. Let me throw some blueberries on there. Let me throw some blueberries. Some blackberries. No, I'm gonna blackberries because blackberries be acting up, child. Throw a couple of blackberries on here and give it a little whoop. Yep. Eat that real quick, and then I gotta get dressed because, child, I know it's gonna be busy today. So I have to make sure I got all the stuff in here for energy, so I can hit the ground running. I've been wearing my here's some blueberries. Look at that. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, I've been wearing my compression socks to work, and I live for it. Everybody now is trying to be like, oh, let me, those cute compression socks. I got some white ones that I'm doing today. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. So I'm gonna make me a protein shake to take along with me. I'm gonna put my little mushroom coffee in it. I done turn people on the mushroom coffee. I'm trying to tell you. I think a lot of times the things that you do in your life is I'm a firm believer it has something to do with your environment. Because before I was a vegan, I wasn't thinking about nothing. I was trying to be at Chick-fil-A, Cookout, Chipotle. I still was doing Chipotle for a minute, but I just don't believe in paying for guacamole. I just don't believe in it. I'm putting in my protein shake. I put mushrooms. I put protein. I'm gonna put a little bit of ashwagandha. I forgot what ashwagandha means for, but I know that's good for you. And that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. Putting that in there. What else do I need to put in my protein shake? I need to put my spirulina in here because I did not drink my spirulina water, but I still put my spirulina in my wheatgrass. I still try to get it in every day. Still try to get it in every day. Put that in there. What else? I gotta take these. I gotta take my pumpkin seed. These pumpkin seed oil with seed oil in it with saw palmetto, pumpkin seed oil, duh, and straw palmetto, the truth, and the D3K2, the truth. Okay, so I got that. And what else do I want to put in here to keep me together? You know what? I'm gonna throw some of this watermelon pulp in there. I don't know how that's gonna taste, but you know, whenever I juice, I try to keep, and I'm putting the seeds in, I try to keep the pulp or whatever and reuse it, because, you know, there's nutrients in that as well. So I'm going to throw some of that in now. We got that. Do I want a smoothie with coconut? No, I'm drinking coconut water. So we're going into Khalifa Farms almond milk, and I was off of Khalifa Farms for a minute, but when they went to the 3 ingredients, because for me, if it's not from the ground, put it down, and I don't want a whole bunch of chemicals in my milks. I don't want a whole bunch of chemicals in the faux meats that I might eat every now and then. The only one that I really truly love is Abbott's, because it's clean and I know what I'm putting in, and I ain't trying to grow 2 and 3 heads because y'all want to get on the bandwagon of what's popping. You know what I'm saying? So, we got that going on. Got this. Yes. So everybody's up in arms about Love Island because Ace did a funky little interview with Speedy Mormon, and he thought it was cute to try to imply that Nick and Alondria were not, you know, a true couple. First of all, you don't need to be commenting on nobody's, you know, relationship. And Nick, you made Nick believe that he was your friend. That just goes to show you cannot be, you got to be focused when you're choosing who your friends are going to be. They cannot be someone who is jealous of you. They cannot be someone who is envious of you. And you can tell, like, for me, you can tell. And I know people talk about red flags, green flags, and all these other different things, but you could just tell how people react to you when certain things occur in your life. And when, especially if they're always talking to you, like, at the beginning, you be friends with somebody and you're just like, oh, this is great friendship. This is what it is. Da, 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 da. But slowly but surely, their true colors show. Because, you know, a lot of people, they become friends with people because they want someone that they can look down on versus actually having a fellowship with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, my phone is about to die. A charger about that. Hold on, Shirley. Hold on. Whew. Was that 29%? That was good. People become friends with people because sometimes, not all people, but people become friends with people who they can sort of feed their ego off of. Like, for instance, a pretty girl might become friends with someone who is large, who is insecure about their looks. So they can always feel like they're mothering them, or always feeling like, I saved you from thinking that, I used to tell you were beautiful every day. I used to think that you were this every day. And, I'm a good friend to you. Come to find out, you being friends with me made you feel better about yourself. Like, people becoming friends because of, popularity gain. Like, people want to be friends with you because of how many followers you have, or people want to be friends with you because, you have a certain personality and all these other different situations. And then when you decide to find yourself and you don't check in and let somebody know, like, for instance, the big girl decides she wanted to get skinny, and come to find out, the only reason why she wasn't a baddie is because she had 50 pounds on her. But when that 50 pounds came off, the friend that was telling her that she was beautiful every day is looking sideways because they changed levels. Some people just want to be friends with you because they don't see that you could possibly be better than what you are at that moment. And when it happens, everybody running around looking crazy. Everybody got an attitude. And the thing with Ace and oh, I can't plug this up because I got to charge. Oh, I can. Hold on. I got 30%. The thing with Ace and Nick is that Nick wasn't taking it serious. Like, he went on there because I saw the interview he had with New York Times, where he was just like, yo, I had just broke up with my girlfriend a year and a half prior. I was living out of a suitcase. I was a nomad. Nick was wealthy, or he was rich in the sense where he didn't have to, he went to school to be an RN, but he was wealthy where he's like, you know what, I'm gonna live in a suitcase. I don't really have a home, even though he got parents and all this other business. People who live like that, they got financial means. The normal person is not going to do that. So he went on Love Island because he was just like, it's a Tuesday. And who knew, by him just going on being like, it's a Tuesday, he becomes bigger than the program. And then the woman that he chooses to align himself with, he takes along with her, and they become a beloved, couple that everybody is, being motivated and inspired to be in love and take a chance on, someone that you normally wouldn't look at. And all the people who went onto the show, who was going on there to be popping and to, become, they were looking at it like, oh, this visibility would get me this visibility would get me this, da 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 da. But the two genuine people who were just like, I want a boyfriend, I want to be in love with somebody, I want somebody who's going to take care of me, them two meet, and it's an explosion. And people were not ready for the explosion. Now, come to find out, all the people that was giggling and jiggling with them is plotting for their demise. Imagine that! Imagine that. That's crazy. That's crazy for Ace to get on Speedy Mormon and say what he got to say, all because he doesn't have access to Nick anymore. So he acted like a jealous ex and trying to spill beans to deter the journey that Nick and Olandria is on. But you can't deter greatness. All you can do is either decide you're going to get on the bus and hopefully it trickles down to you, or you can align yourself and you become better, where it's a possibility that you'll get some shine too. But you'll never get no shine trying to do something to somebody who is genuinely just trying to be a better person every day. And Ace is gonna find that out real quick, because he was known as the guy who was teaching the Indian guys or the people overseas how to dance. Now he is just a mean-spirited short dude who has issues. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that Nick and Alondria stay together, get married, and just have a whole bunch of, like, have the life that you can only imagine. Just for the haters. Just for the haters. Because they didn't do anything to anybody. That's what's so crazy. They didn't do a thing to nobody. And everybody is looking like, why can't it be me? It can't be you because it wasn't your time. Can't be you because it wasn't your time. You gotta be careful who you friends with, because people will love your sunlight, love your starlight, but it won't be reciprocated. And I learned that a long time ago. Because you do stuff for people and you liking them and you this, that, and the third, all the while they using you up to make themselves feel better about themselves. And then when you're looking like, what the? Excuse me? Everybody got an attitude. Everybody got an attitude. So now, I don't even play them games. I'm very, very, very picky on who I call my friends. I'm very, 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 very picky who I let be in my space like that. Because every time without fail, they show their butt. They show their butt, child. And you're looking like, what the hell? What the helly? What the? So I don't need no surprises. Hello. Okay, hold on. Okay, y'all. We are in the thick of it. Like this, we got one more week to go and we'll be back to normal. But today is September 1st and it is the Great Lock-In. And for the lock-in, it's basically you deciding from September 1st to December 31st that you were going to lock in and do everything in your power to change your life. Whether that's finances, whether that's getting in shape, whether that's finding a new job, whether that's starting to date, whether that's romanticizing your life. Excuse me, my penis. But yeah, and so I am participating in it, and it's mental and it is discipline. Because you gotta have discipline in order to really level it all the way up. And I have really been thinking about how, I can really elevate who I am and how I am, because, I really want some, real things to happen this year. So what I'm going to do is make sure that is what it is. The first thing, and always the first thing, is I'm concentrating on my physical, and I'm also concentrating on my financial, and those are the two main things. And of course they intertwine. And then I'm going to sprinkle in there a little bit of being social, because I realize that I don't get out a lot, and I should, just to know different types of people and to see different types of people. It's just really important. So for me, that's what I'm going to be concentrating on. But I got up this morning washing my clothes because when we do this full on week, it's just off the chain. So I'm about to, and one of my things is, ooh, I got some watermelon water left. Yes, ma'am. One of the things that I will not be doing is eating out on my dime. If I gotta pay for it, I'm not eating out. If I got to pay for it, I am not eating out. I am just going to eat the food that I make with intention for the goals that I'm trying to achieve. Because 2026 is around the corner, and I've made an assessment. Even though I've inched forward towards my goal, it's time to really step on the next, because the ones who are stepping on next aren't doing the lock-in, probably. But anywho, so I'm getting rid of, so I haven't had a chance to go grocery shopping, but I'm going to roast up these beets. I'm going to eat these lentils. They say you can eat it cold. And I'm going to do tofu. I'm just trying to see the expiration date. Expiration date is November 1st. So yes, so we're going to do a beets, lentil, tofu medley because I don't have any greens. And that's what we about to be getting it popping. You hear what I'm saying? And then whatever's left over, we'll be taking it to lunch this week. So let me hurry up because, yeah, time is of the essence because I got to be out the house by 11 o'clock. I got to be up out. Ugh. Ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Mm. 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 Child, just got in and I'm debating if I am going to cook this tofu and make a tofu salad for me to take to work tomorrow, or should I do soba noodle salad? It's looking like it's going to be a soba noodle salad. And if I'm going to do soba noodle salad, that means that I can go to bed. That's really, really quick to make in the morning. So I'm about to call it a night. We wrapped up this vlog. I got to edit it on Wednesday and drop it on Wednesday. So yeah, it was an eventful night. I went to work, but I locked in. I did good, so I could do a praise report. I said I wasn't going to eat anything outside of what I make until December 31st, unless I'm invited out and it's on someone else's dime. I did not spend unnecessarily. I brought me fresh fruits and vegetables so I can eat properly and treat my body well. This pomegranate hibiscus ginger ale, fire. Everybody named Mama is outside. When I say everybody named Mama, I'm talking about everybody who ever lived in Brooklyn is outside like right now. So, but what I will do, I am going to make up my chia seed pudding, so that'll be done. But yeah, child, everybody and their mama is outside. I'm not playing no games. Everybody and their mama is